Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back. Oh, guys, watch out. It's a Dremora. Just kidding. It's my Dremora. Yeah. If you didn't watch the last episode, you probably don't know why. Who would watch these episodes out of order, you know? What's the point? There's so many people around us right now. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Not really, because we're pretty close in proximity to Riften, but you get the idea. Anyways, intro was interrupted. All these guys are just showing up. Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back to Let's Play the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, ladies and gentlemen. In the last episode, we spent most of the episode at the College of Winterhold, not only buying upgraded spells, like our newly acquired Mayhem spell, which will just create, well, mayhem when there's a lot of enemies around, so we'll have to remember to use that because now I have 100 illusion. We also upgraded our conjuration a bit. Now we can conjure a Dremora Lord, as you can see down there, and he's sticking around for quite a bit. I think it's 120 seconds, which of course is 2 minutes, which is actually a pretty long time in terms of game time. Fights rarely exceed that amount of time. There you go, buddy. I guess I jinxed you there by talking about it. And we also have a bound bow in our right hand, so it's just interesting. It's pretty cool. Do we have perks, actually? I think we have saved some perks, didn't we? Yes. And I think part of that reason was to go into illusion. We were going to wait till we bought a bunch of stuff. So we're trying to get to... Actually, did we really want anything in illusion? I think we had everything, really, because everything else that we're going to be using is pretty much just for invisibility and muffle. That's really it. I don't really see any other point in illusion other than maybe to use mayhem one time to create mayhem because it looks cool, you know. But I think our perk points would be better used on conjuration, since that's our damage of choice pretty much. So let's see what we have. We have dual casting a conjuration spell overcharges the spell, allowing it to last longer. Sounds really good, right? Sounds like that would be great for our new Dremora. Can summon Atronax or raise undead 3 times as far away. I'm assuming that Dremora count as Atronax, right? Even though Atronax is not in the name. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't. We need 100 to get the coolest one, which basically we can make 2 Dremoras. And even if we can't, we can just have 2 storm Atronax or something. So I think definitely we want conjuration dual casting. We'll, you know, do that first and then get our bow out. So let's go for that. And we want Summoner. I feel like we do, especially because in the last episode I said that it'd be cool to... I don't know. I think our perk point would be far better used for something else. So maybe we just go down this line. Cast adapt level conjuration spells for half the magicka. Sounds good, right? And then expert, cast expert level conjuration spells for half the magicka. Our main goal now is going to be raising our conjuration to 100 so we can get that Twin Souls perk, which, again, sounds amazing to me. So, let's go ahead and put Conjure Dremora Lord in our left and right hand so we can summon that guy for some extra time. Not sure how much. I would imagine maybe another minute? We'll see. And let's go meet our thievy friends here. Hi. Hi, guys.
I'm glad you're here.
What's the significance of this place?
This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey.
What kind of an edge?
If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way. This way, please.
Well, explain on the way or don't. I have to choose whether or not to talk, Karliah. Maybe you're waiting until we enter, I guess. There's a standing stone so close. Brynjolf, stop looking at me like a creep. Just be cool about it, dude. I didn't want you to meet Karliah because I knew that you'd make her think that we were weird together. No, I need you to just be cool. Chill out, dude. Just calm down. All right, let's go, Karliah. You said you would explain along the way. You're not talking. You're forcing me to commentate when I'm just...
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Brynjolf? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Brynjolf. It's business.
I'm just as puzzled as you, lad.
Gotta invite our Dremora friend, right? I wonder if that's the best Dremora you can
This is
summon.
Nightingale Hall.
Probably not.
You're the first of the uninitiated to set aside in over a century. Now, If you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
Do you, Brynjolf? Alright, so we need to activate the armor stone. Just a heads up here. Well, I'll save it for after this. After I activate this. Let's go ahead and activate the Nightingale armor stone. But before we do that, just remember what we look like. You know, this is what we look like. Pretty cool, right? Oh, it doesn't automatically equip them. Okay, pretty cool, right? Not bad, not bad. We've got a mask that I don't think too many people would find friendly and amiable. But take a look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so when I got this armor, I was like, well, that's the armor I'm going to be using for the entire game, no matter what comes out in the DLCs, no matter what I do, no matter what type of character I'm playing, even though I play assassin characters, so it works out. Look at this armor. I mean...
You appear ready for the oath.
Yeah, hold on, I'm talking about this stuff real quick. You're basically Skyrim's Batman, you know? It's awesome. The armor is so well designed and cool, and you got your little sparkling eyes down there. By the way, they look like that for everybody, regardless of what your race is. I remember the Khajiit is the coolest because he's got the tail too. But just so awesome. So awesome. I wouldn't even care if these were unenchanted. This is my favorite armor set in the game. It just is. It's amazing. I didn't even tell you guys what they do. So the armor increases your stamina by 30 points. Amazing! Amazing off the bat. That's the same thing, you know, that's 1/3 of the Galdur amulet, which you have to work so hard to get. Not really so hard, but, you know, it's a lengthy quest. Increases frost resistance by 30%. Even better! I mean, it's not that great. No, it's great. It's great. Especially if you're a Nord who automatically gets 50% frost resistance, right? So that's 50, 60, 70, 80%! You're almost completely immune to frost. Can you guys tell that I like this armor? Nightingale boots. Wearer is muffled and moves silently. You know, standard. Nothing special there. Gloves. Lockpicking is 20% easier. One-handed attacks do 20% more damage. You don't have to pick and choose like in the Dark Brotherhood, man. The hood, illusion spells cost 15% less to cast. I always thought that one was kind of because what are the chances that you're playing a sneak character and also putting points into illusion? I guess it's kind of cool, but if you have 100 sneak, you're already good to go. Trust me, you're not going to need any illusion spells. But still, cool regardless. Like I said, I wouldn't even care what the enchantments would be or if it had any. I would wear these because they are awesome. And look at our ragtag band of Dark Knights. It's amazing.
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups on. Now what?
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a Nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a Nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a Nightingale and use your abilities for
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
both in life and in death. You must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal?
I mean, of course I could just literally kill Mercer Frey. Trust me, it would not be that hard. I don't need to take on this oath. I mean, this stuff is nice, but I'd rather just leave with it. As much as not going to Sovngarde. Wait a second. Do only Nords go to only Nords go to Sovngarde, right? But wait, that can't be true. Huh. Someone's definitely going to correct me. Obviously we are a high elf. But what I was saying was I'd rather, you know, not go to Sovngarde and have to defend some shadow lady. You know, she's got some nice side boobage going on. That's cool. But is it worth giving up heaven? You know, Skyrim's heaven? So basically, yes, I'm ready.
Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
You've been saying that, Brynjolf, like literally the entire time we've been here. Okay, if you guys are gonna take forever and just constantly talk. Oh, I can't pull the magic chain. Carlia has to. What about you, Dremora? You think you can handle it? I think we'll call this Dremora something, and we'll pretend it's the same guy every time.
When the oath is complete.
What are we gonna call you, bud?
Time's wasting.
I'll think of
Mercer's
something.
still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
We'll speak when the oath is complete.
All right, let's stand on the never eat soggy west. I mean, obviously it's pointing it to us. Or pointing us to it. I just wanted to tell you guys how you can always remember that. Oh, he's not invited. That's okay.
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Side note here, you know what I would love? Okay, so with Morrowind, we are the Nerevarine, right? We're holy in some sense. I don't, again, not the lore guy, but we're chosen in some respect, right? And in Oblivion, we're not. I've had this discussion on Twitch. We're not really anything special. I guess we were prophesized to help out Uriel Septim, but we don't really have any aspect about us that's really that crazy, right? We're powerful, of course, but then in Skyrim, we're of course the Dragonborn, okay? And there have been other Dragonborns, so it's not like we're a super special snowflake either, but in the current time period, we are. The only other one we deal with is Mirak, right? Again, not the lore guy, so if I'm saying anything wrong, forgive me. But anyways, here's the point. They should make the Elder Scrolls 6 or just an Elder Scrolls where you literally become a Daedra or Aedra, and you have to take on the Daedra. That would be awesome, because they always have these little interactions with the Daedra. We're having one with Nocturnal right now, and there are some where you can literally insult them, and all they do in Skyrim is they go like, "Oh, you better watch out, I'm gonna get you," but nothing ever happens. I feel like it would be awesome if you could choose to either, you could ascend to either become a demigod. I'm mispronouncing things all over the place. You could either ascend to become a demigod or become an actual Daedra or Aedra. Again, I'm not sure how they're created and if any others can be created. I don't know. The lore guys will probably be all over the comments, but I think it would be cool to refuse Daedra and then actually fight them and become the slayer of all the Daedra and have your own Daedric realm, or maybe the opposite direction with the Aedra. Well, Talos ascended, right? So it should be possible, I think. I think that would be awesome. I think that would be amazing. I would love that, because I'm not a religious person in real life, and I hate how you sort of have to just go along with the Daedra, and you could be curmudgeonly about it. Oh, I don't like this, but you still have to do it if you want to complete it, right? Anyways, that's my little tangent there. Okay, so no one tell anybody, but our little Dremora Lord here is now also a Nightingale. I'm gonna push him into the water. Can I push you into the water? Don't come up to me. I want to do something cool real quick. Don't talk to me. Sorry, bud.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime.
He's done more.
Mercer was able to unlock the guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre, the skeleton key. By doing this, He's compromised our ties to Nocturnal, and in essence, caused our luck to run dry.
So the key unlocks any door.
Well, yes. But the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities, the potential to wield great power securely sealed within our minds. Once you realize the key can access these traits, potential becomes limitless.
Although not really, because this is a video game and something like that would be way too crazy unless it was a plot device. Oh, what's the term? There's a term. Oh, someone's going to say this too in the comments, but there's a term where it's like the plot device someone is chasing for the entire movie or game or whatever. An example, and if people watch PKA, you probably know I'm ripping this directly from Woody's. Is it a MacGuffin? It is a MacGuffin, isn't it? Yeah, where like the Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Ark is the MacGuffin. You know, throughout the whole movie they're chasing that, and it could be anything. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm tangents all over the place today. Anyways. Okay, so okay, well this is perfect. This is straight up Adronach's alley. Adronach wants ultimate power, and this sounds like ultimate power. Right? The guild should possess this item.
Although it would benefit the guild more than you can imagine, in the end it would do more harm than good. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence, and whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade.
First time I ever set out to return something.
Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner.
Let's go.
Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the guild.
Why tell this to me?
Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild.
Me? What about you?
I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it.
By the way, this is total bullshit, and they set up this guy, Brynjolf, to be literally the perfect guild leader, and the only qualm that he could possibly have is that he literally does not want to lead. Other than that, he's absolutely the best leader, one of the best NPCs in the entire game. So stupid that he would choose me over himself when we've literally been in the Thieves Guild for what? Literally, how much time? A week? It's dumb. It's dumb. I can see the other guilds because, you know, there's not... let me think about it. Yeah, Savos Arend, you know, the Archmage for the Mages Guild, he's not that great, you know, he's okay, but like Brynjolf is perfect to lead the Thieves Guild. But anyways, that's just my thoughts. I don't know what to say.
Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation, so don't get sentimental on me now.
I accept.
Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead.
Then let's get to it.
I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the Falmer are in the Dwarven ruins at Erkenthat. Carlia and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lad. This will be a fight to remember.
I love how we can still ask him about the old guy hiding out in the Ratway.
Until next we meet, lad.
I'm pretty sure we have already asked him about it. Okay, so we are an official Nightingale, and the happiness is short-lived because unfortunately we're going to be switching back over to our Mage Guild items, or our mage items, I should say. Like the Archmage robes, Morokai, the Thalmor boots, and the Thalmor gloves, although... You know, I just realized the Nightingale gloves and the Nightingale boots are way better for our cause. Yeah, what am I doing? No, we want that stuff. Thalmor boots and Thalmor gloves. I'm just gonna drop them on the floor. And so let's take a look at what we look like. It's all about fashion. Okay, that blends in well enough. That's not really bad at all. Good. Alright, so I'll deal with that. Yeah, we're an official Nightingale. I wanted to say that, man, if there ever was a guild that just absolutely knocks it out of the park, it is the Skyrim Thieves Guild in terms of everything. Plot. I've never really, you know, I've mentioned this before. It takes me so long and so much effort to get interested in a video game plot. It's just so difficult. I feel like most of them are mediocre at best. And Skyrim is okay because there's a lot of content, and that's why we all like it, and it's open-ended and stuff like that. And I'll keep talking as we move over to Erkingthand. But the Thieves Guild is so interesting. It's such an interesting concept to me that luck is almost a physical, tangible thing. I've just been saying tangent so many times. And you know, someone mentions very early on that our luck, we've had a curse. I think it's Delvin. We've had a curse for a long time. Every time I do it, I'm like, why did you even do it? It's so bad. But, yeah, even Delvin says something at the beginning, and you find out it's true. You know, your luck has been, the well has run dry with the Thieves Guild luck, and I thought that was so awesome. Shadowmere, I need you to turn. Okay, we're getting off Shadowmere before we fall to our death. Yeah, and then the involvement with Nocturnal. I do think it's disappointing that the key is an actual thing, and you can't really keep it because it's the only instance of a Daedric artifact that you can't keep. And it's such a powerful one at that, and it was like one of my favorites, if not my favorites, in Oblivion. And we have to return it. I mean, I guess you don't have to, right? That's the thing, you can keep it. But I'm all about completing things, so I pretty much have to, which is unfortunate. Okay, our lockpicking is 20% better now, which is a decent increase, right? But still, this game's gonna make me look like a lockpicking fool. I really don't get the hate comments on lockpicking, like I don't, because what you guys don't seem to understand, I'm only talking to the people that, you know, have left hate comments about how long it takes me to lockpick, or, you know, I'm not doing it right or whatever. You guys gotta understand, I'm trying to balance it between not taking too long. Like, sure, if I really wanted to take 10 minutes, I could really slowly move the triggers and, you know, the right triggers, or the right thumbsticks. Right thumbstick, because there's only one. And, you know, figure it out in one go, maybe two, but I'm trying to find a nice balance between keeping you guys interested and moving on. You know, I don't want to spend that much time lockpicking something, especially when I have so many lockpicks. So, yeah, for those of you that you just think before you leave comments like that, does it really fucking matter? Does it really matter? Man, I feel like I'm on stream. I'm dropping the F-bombs and stuff. I'm going on tangents. This feels like a stream to me. This is so weird. I don't know why. Okay, we have a whole bunch of stuff happening here. So here's our plan of action with all of these fights, and I haven't really been doing it like I said I was going to do it. Let's see how much damage this guy does first and foremost. And where's your health? I want to see. Okay, well, we need to help him out here. And then so we dual cast that so he stays for a long time. You guys can probably tell that the lockpicking thing irks me. It's just like such a stupid complaint to have, you know? It's like, does it really matter? Okay, I really want to see his health so we can see. Oh god, what have we gotten ourselves into? Yeah, it looks like his health is not that. He doesn't have a lot of health is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's go back to this. The plan was to summon him and then hit them from afar with bows. Like this. And also, of course, he's drawing the aggro, which is really good. You can see our bows are doing, or our bow is doing a nice amount of damage here. And also, we're increasing our archery decently. Look at this. I think this is even increasing faster than if you were using a normal bow and arrow. By the way, I absolutely love how they did the conjure weapons thing. in Skyrim. I absolutely love it. It's so cool. The designs are cool. How it increases conjuration and whatever weapon you're using is cool. Just A+ to the magic system. It's definitely dumbed down. It's definitely just, oh, you think it, you do it. You know, you don't really have to think about it too much, which I'm sure a lot of people like, but then I'm sure other people like the complexity of the Morrowind system and Oblivion system and just other systems, because when it comes to Skyrim, yeah, the magic is definitely dumbed down. Or when it comes to other games, I should say. But I like it. I like the designs. I like how everything just feels like what it should feel like, you know? I want to spout flames, and I want to do it as soon as I start the game. Well, guess what? That's what you do. Okay, so let's not get burnt here as I'm talking about flames. And we'll close that door just in case these spiders want to follow. We're not going to be using sneak for this entire area, pretty much. For those of you that know about Irking Fans, however it's pronounced. This is the thing that I was talking about in a previous Let's Play episode that I used to collect, Centurion Dynamo Cores, because it's the coolest item in the entire game. The coolest non-unique item in the entire game. Yeah, this place is very big. Very big, very lengthy. That's what she said, har har har. But seriously, it takes a long time to get through. And I'm not going to be sneaking through it. Usually I do, and maybe that's why everything just seems so much more lengthy than it should. It's because usually I am sneaking through stuff. Hey, guys.
Mercer's been here. I hope we aren't too late.
Those bandits back there.
Brynjolf and I found them like that. Mercer's doing. We have to catch up to him before it's too late.
I'm ready. Let's go.
We should tread carefully. I wouldn't be surprised if he's left behind a few surprises for us.
Kind of like you did, Carlia. You think I forgot about that?
Can't wait to get my hands around that bastard neck.
Oh! Well, there's a surprise right off the bat. Man, I've been really bad with traps lately. Really, really, really bad. I think I just write them off too much. I'm like, they can't hurt me.
What's that? It's Mercer. Look, down there.
I'm on it, lass.
I always thought this was really interesting.
There's no way through.
Did he even hit that guy? It looks like he just walked up behind him like, and then like whispered boo, and then he just fell down.
He's toying with us.
Yeah,
He wants
look at
us
that.
to follow.
Aye, lass, and we'll be ready for him.
That we
Let's
will.
keep
Let's go,
moving.
guys. I agree. Come on. Enough talking. We've only got about less than 2 minutes to go here, guys. Come on. We need to move. We need to move fast. Don't worry. I can conjure things. Literally, I'm a conjurer now. I can conjure things out of thin air, and it's pretty freaking cool. Watch this. Not bad, right? Now, I wonder if dual casting bound bow matters at all. I don't see why it would, although it is taking more magicka. The only perk that we have is it increases the time, but there's no time limit, right, for conjured weapons? Not sure. Okay, I remember one of these areas are really tricky, finding out how to get past, and it might be this one. I think we need to find a ballista or something. Well, we have an expert locked door here. See, now look, you guys, okay, for all of you that complain about how bad I am at lockpicking, want me to do it slowly and surely? I mean, even that, it's not really going to work out too much because we still don't have that many perks. But, like, what would you do, guys? What do you do to figure this out? Is there anything that you guys Is there anything that you guys do differently? You know, I'm just going to different areas, moving it little by little, and wow, this one's actually really bad. I will admit that. Let's reset that. Jeez. Okay, so it's definitely over here. So we saw a little tiny movement, right? And I'm just lightly tapping it, okay? And as soon as we get a little bit of resistance right there, move it over to the left because we're still not sure if it's down. Okay, so now we're sure it's like closer to this, closer to the bottom. Like, I just don't understand it. I know, like I've said, you guys can probably tell it just irks me. Like, I'm good with taking criticism and complaints. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. This is the last thing I'm going to say about it, and then we're going to end the episode, and I think we need to activate this ballista, but probably not. Yeah. Yeah. I'm good with taking complaints and criticism. The thing is, when it doesn't matter, when literally people just let certain things take over instead of the enjoyment of enjoyment of the episode. Man, I've been all over the place this episode, I know. It's like I'm on crack. It's like, does it really matter, dude? That's just what I want to tell them. Does it really matter? I remember recently I responded to a comment. Usually I do it in a nice way, and usually people are nice, but some people are just way too irked about things that don't matter. And one person literally was like, they screamed in all caps, and based on their name and based on their YouTube icon, I could tell, you know, they were a younger guy, probably around 10, and they were just screaming in all caps, "You left us staff!" You know, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, just a lot of exclamation points, all in caps. And I just responded, I was like, calm down, my friend. It's going to be okay. This is not going to have any implication on the overall Let's Play. That's all I ask, you know? Just think before you post something like that. Just think, does this really matter in the grand scheme of things? Answer to that is probably no. Okay? Alright, just wanted to get that out because I've been thinking about it a lot. And if you guys watch my streams, I just talk about whatever's on my mind, man. That's how it goes. Anyways, we're gonna end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that didn't put you in a bad mood. That was not my intention. I just, you know, it was on my mind. In the next episode, we'll continue in irking Thans and definitely meet up with Mercer for, I would say definitely, now that things are back to 30 minutes. We've also got a big fight on our hands down there. And I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching again. Bye-bye.